Terry, your number one guy, wasn't in camp, wasn't signed. You brought in Deebo. I mean, Noah, your number two guy, coming into this, was injured. Deebo comes in, he was handling his business, and everybody behind them were young guys. If all three of those guys are in camp and healthy, Luke gets a chance to keep growing. And you got to look at the amount of years Luke has played receiver. Jalen Lane, also a guy who came in to be the punt returner, but he has speed to be a receiver, but is he a 100% polished NFL receiver at this point? No. He would have had a chance to grow. So those injuries, as much as people like to say, well, injuries removed, they matter, especially when you had inexperienced guys behind those three guys. And when you start spending money, just like we talk about the value of stuff all the time, they know how much they want to spend per position. And when you have a Deebo and a Terry on the roster, the other guys coming in are not going to be making much money, which means that you're shopping from a certain barrel, and they don't have the legitimates in that barrel that you're shopping from.
I think in hindsight, if we go back 2 years, the Cam Curl thing was one that didn't make a ton of sense. I think last year, not that you needed to bring both back, but letting OZ and Diami go and just thinking you can kind of handle that internally. Or, I mean, if you think about the veteran receivers they brought into camp, and then Chris Moore was on the roster for the bulk of the season, I think they probably overestimated what they had there. I think in hindsight, bringing back OZ or Diami would have helped a lot. But hindsight's always going to be 2020, right? Yeah. Like that's kind of, and I think those guys would tell you now that could have helped.